Well, it's another fine spring morning in the not the Cotswolds, the Cotswolds, and we're just about to head off to Jeremy's farm, the Diddley Squat Farm, Diddley Squat Farm, and it's a testament to his fame that they've got they've got full-time employees who stand in the middle of the road just pointing to you where to go and park. So yeah, I don't know how many people are going to work in the farm shop, but it's very hard to get the framing, isn't it? Stupid camera keeps following one of us, but won't let the two of us in the frame. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the Diddley Squat Farm shop. Well, he's done a wonderful job with the path from the car park across the street up towards the farm shop. And this is the infamous car park from the first season. Turned into a big muddy quagmire, and then of course he has trouble with getting council to allow him to have anybody park here. I see the boys in blues are here, so they must be expecting a lot of trouble today. So we're expecting some trouble today, are we, fellas?
Just driving course, mate.
You know, this is more police I've seen in one spot since the whole time I've been in England, you know?
Is it?
Even more over there.
Yeah. Some towns you go to and they say, oh, we don't have police.
We've got the Met over there.
We're not from round here, they're from Staffordshire.
Oh, all right then, that's okay.
Yeah.
Can't speak on behalf of this country.
All right, let's go and have a look at this famous shop, eh?
Enjoy.
Thank you. It's rather a modest car park. I thought the toilet block might have improved, but looking over there, it's still, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's quite a modest car park. I don't know what all the fuss was about, to tell you the truth. It's turned out to be all gravel. It's growing some trees around the place. But the thing that strikes me the most is when you get here, look at the size of this shop. When I was watching on TV, and honestly, look, I thought it was a really big shed, but maybe that shed there is part of it. I don't know, but it's yeah, the shop itself is tiny. It's about the size of a single 1.5 car garage, I suppose. Yeah. Here we are. We're in. Got two staff there at the counter, taking money as quickly as they can get it. And we'll just have a bit of a look around, see what stuff he's got in here this week. We got pies. Oh, what's that? Unsmoked bacon. I'm a big fan of bacon. And he's got apple juice over there. What's that? Blackberry jam, strawberry jam. You can buy beer here. That's his own brewed stuff. Oh, fudge. Crisps. And that's about it. So that's Diddley Squat Farm. Okay, so that's the farm. And when you come out, you got your food truck. I wonder, that must have been where he was trying to have the cafe. And it looks like it's still some form of a cafe. But yes, feeding the people. I'm reliably told some people that we knew that actually one of them works on the farm next door. He's got 3,000 acres. That we're not looking at Jeremy's property when we're sitting here. So he very cleverly put it in a corner of his own property where he's as far away from his living area and his farming area as you can get it. So yes, keep the plebs away, Jeremy. Good thinking. You've got to be careful here because there's music and we might get a copyright strike, but I just wanted to show what the bar looks like. Okay, so we have made a few purchases. That's some bacon, which is oddly enough not sliced, so I guess I can make it as thick or as thin as I want. Probably about 50% more than what it would be in the shop, but I'm sure it's 100% better. And then we've got ourselves half a pint each, because, you know, we are wusses, of the Indian, what was it, Hawkstone Indian Pale Ale that he produces. And then that plastic bag, the paper bag there is a, what do you call it? Bread? Some kind of bread. Crusty loaf or something. So, but that's Oh, and that's what crusty bread looks like. Just about giving up trying to get the two of us in the same shot. The camera just goes off and does its own thing. And hopefully you can't hear the music in the background because that'll be copyright strike, I'm sure. But we're sitting here in a beautiful sun. You can see the beautiful colour of the sky, lovely fluffy white clouds. It is spring, but it's not warm. And in fact, today, when we woke up this morning, we woke up to wonderful English spring snowfall. It's all about the view. We just skip to another table, get further away from the music, and have an unencumbered view of somebody's farm out there. But it's a perfect example of why it's called the Cotswolds. It's the sheep rolling hills area of England. And that's what Cotswolds means. You can't be too careful whenever you've got a puddle. Now we're back in Chipping Norton, and this is a building that caught our eye. We just wanted to have a quick look at it. It's no longer what it was built for. It's now a set of apartments, so it's a housing block. People live here. But the reason we really felt like we wanted to stop is what's through there. The stack that's on what was the Bliss being the name of the gentleman that built it, Tweed, as in Tweed woolen cloth, Mill, as in place where you weave woolen cloth. The Bliss Tweed Mill is kind of jokingly referred to as the building with a big toilet brush out the front of it. According to Wikipedia. It's all private housing here, so it's not really a tourist attraction as such. I feel a little bit uncomfortable walking around someone's private grounds. I just wanted to get a quick shot of the toilet brush building in the middle of Chipping Norton. Okay, so we're now walking to the medieval market town of Burford. B-U-R-F-O-R-D. And we've driven through here. Now we're walking back to walk around. A lot of traffic. But the Cotswolds have got a lot of vehicles zooming around. But yeah, it's just, this place is just full of medieval magic. It's quite delightful. In this part of the world, the speed limit is 20 miles per hour. So the sign tells you if you're going over it. And there she is, medieval town of Burford. Oh. Yeah, so now we've moved down past some houses and we're now getting into an area where the buildings are being used for commercial premises, for shops. What have we got? Bakes, coffee, brunch, lunch. Very nice. Tea rooms. Very tutory buildings. You can tell because they're so crooked. But sturdy. Lovely little town. I'm enjoying the walk down here because it's all downhill. Not real keen on the walk back though. Yeah, Charles Clinkard store, shoe store. Established in 1924. Pretty new, that one. Just lovely, beautiful. This historic old building is the home to the Burford Environmental Action Group. It says, find out how you can help yourselves, your town, your nation, your planet. And I wish I had a sign writing equipment with me. I'd like to put a sign there saying never mind about the planet, just start picking up your litter, because that's the one thing we noticed about England. Look on the side of the roads, no matter where you are, just litter everywhere. Something I haven't seen in Australia since the 1970s. When we did our Do the Right Thing campaign, it's become part of our culture. You just don't see garbage on the side of the roads. But in England, you certainly do. And a couple of times I've woken up and thought, are we back in Asia? But yes, if you're English, you know, I'm not going to say that there's much wrong with England really. I love England, it's lovely, but that's something they could learn, just to stop littering. And it's not just the cities, it's all through the countryside. Oh, we found ourselves an antique store. We might pop in and have a little bit of a look around. What do you reckon, Dad? We're going to do it?
I love antiques.
Antiques, let's have a look. Still traffic, very busy. And there's a little street there. Can't really see now because old mate's parked in front of us. But I was going to say, we can't go in there because it says no entry. So you just come along the street, and then between two little shops, there's an alleyway up there. It's got private written all over the place, so I won't push my luck, but yeah, pretty cozy, pretty cute. I reckon you could write a few fairy tales about places like that. Walk past probably 5 or 6 pubs. I like this one. This is my favourite so far, the Cotswolds Arms on Priory Lane and High Street. At the end of Priory Lane there lies a big medieval mansion. Signs telling you keep the entrance clear and private property and switch off your engine, and there's cameras looking at you. Just wondering who lives in that. Fortunately, with those big old gates there, we can't see the mansion that well. Originally, I imagined because it's in Priory Lane, it might have been a priory, but certainly looks like it's a house now. Very old walls, tiny little lane. Anyway, back to High Street. Now, with perfect timing, the sun is bathing the top of the spire, and the full moon can just be seen to the background, level with the clock. But this is the church in Burford. So go and see what it is. More gravestones around the old medieval church. 1675 is the oldest one you found, is it? Oh. No, I've only just arrived. Yes, the moon there in the background. Yeah, look at that moon, darling. Don't think I'll be able to see it on the video though, unless I zoom right in, or it's on a very big TV. But it's there. This place is really packed with graves, and they're all very old, very difficult to read. Fortunately, it's closed at 4 p.m. They keep short hours, the Anglicans. This church was built before Anglicans existed. Those beautiful statues standing there for 900,000 years or so. It's kind of difficult to walk around when it's all graveyard. You want to go and look at things from different angles, but you're constantly concerned that you're walking on somebody's grave. Not all graves are old. This section here are all people that have passed away in the last year or two. still finding a way to fit into this very, very busy and old cemetery. It's all very beautiful, clear, clean water. And we'll end our trip around Burford, the medieval town, as some of our cousins come swannying around. It's a perfect time for us to move on as well. Inside St Mary's, the Virgin Church in Burford. Particularly impressed with the ceiling. Very beautiful. Got chairs in all kinds of odd places because they had a concert set up here last night, we just learned. Over here is where the baptisms take place. Cover is up. It's got a glass tabletop. Haven't seen that before. Here lieth the son of Thomas in 1650. It's quite the grave, isn't it? Inside the church. This is some of the best statues I've seen carved into the wall of the little chapel to the side. So we've got Mary in the middle, and then Jesus the Lamb to the one side. I'm not sure who we got the other side, but I don't recognise there's like a few angels everywhere. Angels all surrounding everybody. It might be Joseph, perhaps. Somewhat modern looking organ. Altar there, magnificent statues, finely painted. Beautiful, isn't it? And a continued eagle. This one's made of brass. Where the choir set up. And of course the main altar. Magnificent stained glass windows. Judging from the yellow and green colours, they are medieval. They're very old. Perhaps the ones at the very top, a little bit more vibrant. They might have been repaired at a later time. And carved out statues either side. Pretty impressive. And this would be the less modern, the more traditional organ down this end. There's the keyboard there behind the glass. This little corner of the church here has got a lot of dedications and interments of family by the name of Bartholomew. They all died in the late 1600s, 1689 and 1662. I see here another Bartholomew. And down the floor is Sarah Bartholomew, 1689, and then Richard seemed to have lived longer than most of the Bartholomews. 1706. Here lieth the body of John Prior Gent, who was murdered and found hidden in the Priory garden in this parish, the 3rd day of April, Anno Domini, it's AD 1697, and was buried the 6th day of the same month, the 67th year of his age. More amazing red light windows. And now for something completely different, a medieval church. We're in a different town though. Now we're in Stow on the Wold. Now I have to know that Wold means hills. Stow, I do not know. But this is St Edward's, which makes the list of things to see in the Cotswolds. And I've seen a particular photograph of it, but it's not apparent yet. But hopefully we'll find the place where this photo opportunity will be. It's my Eskimo wife taking photos. Another magnificent building. Surprisingly enough, for a medieval church, the doors are tall enough for a normal human to walk through without hitting their head. And this is the angle of the church that got us interested enough to travel the 20 minutes from where we've been staying to come and visit. Those trees growing there have formed quite an interesting outlook. There's a bit of a theory that J.R.R. Tolkien may have used this doorway as his inspiration for the doors of Durin in the Lord of the Rings book. So the current church is 12th, 13th century, but I believe it has been a church site, or that is the original church, was possibly still slightly, partially might be 1,000 years old. So we were heartened when we went online and found that the church is open. And when we came up to the entrance there was a sign saying, "You're always welcome here," and gave the impression that it's always available to come inside. And always quit these signs saying, "Come inside and feel the reverence." Unfortunately, when you get to the doorway, there's a little sign here saying that it's closed between the 10th and the 21st of March. Because there's some electrical issues and it's for our safety. Well, it's also very inconvenient for us because we won't be able to come back after the 21st of March to see this amazing church. Help us grow, like, share and subscribe. Yes, welcome. We warmly invite you to come inside our ancient and historical church. For over 1,000 years, local people have prayed and worshipped on this site. Come inside and experience God's presence here. Well, looks like the only time in 1,000 years that you can't come inside the church is when we come swanning around. So with that, desperate to see a church in, Stow on Wold, we found another church. We thought, well, we'll go inside this one. It's definitely a church. You can see the Catholic styled statue built into the wall, and it's definitely medieval. Beautiful old building, but it's now a library. So there's no point going in there either. Anyway, it's enough of this place. We can move on to the next thing.